Hey gamers, it's me again. Today we're going to talk about the Sega Dreamcast VGA. Now for those who doesn't know what's a VGA gives the Dreamcast a 640 times 480 high resolution. It gives the Dreamcast more color, you know, more clearly on the video games graphics. The VGA, like you see right here, has the port for the Dreamcast. So you just connect this on the back of the Dreamcast, and it also has your VGA port right here, as you can see it. It also has a 3.5 millimeter. That way you can hook up your ear headphones or set of speakers. It also has your regular, what is it, your composite cables and your S video. And you can see it. Plus, it has this nice feature, which I really like. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me see. It says, see if I can get it a little bit. Uh, anyway, it has the a switch right here that says TV and PC. Now, when you're running through a VGA, you're gonna have it on PC port, which is right here right now. And then if you want to switch it back to TV, which is right there, if you're running your game or through your regular cables, you just switch it back to TV, and that will make it much easy instead of unhooking and hooking back the regular cables for the Dreamcast. Now, kind of be a little careful because of this switch right here. I mean, it feels a little bit fragile, so you don't want to break that up while you're switching back and forth. But this VGA box, or I can say converter, I mean, it's really cool because once you put your game on it and you're playing through your LCD, LED, or high definition television, I mean, you're gonna see the difference of what the Dreamcast is capable of bringing in terms of graphics. Now, some of the games are not compatible, or most of the games are not compatible with the VGA. But yeah, I mean, you can just swap it. I mean, if you put a back and forth, or you put a game with the VGA that supports the VGA on your Dreamcast, and then you take that one off and put back your other game that doesn't run through VGA, you can just make it. But that's kind of risky, which I don't recommend. Just go through it. The other trick that you can do is if you got this VGA box, you're running through your VGA cables here, you can hook up your S video, which is an okay cables that gives somewhat on the graphics for the Dreamcast. But you can also do another trick that you can run your S video cables through a converter that can convert that to your red, green, blue, and red and white cables, composite cables, I believe that's the name of it, or component cables. Don't know. And sorry if I got it wrong, but anyway, you can run through that, and that will give even much better uh, resolution, better than your S video. But I still go with the VGA. The VGA just it goes, I mean, beyond the red and green. Uh, so this box right here, you can find it on eBay or Amazon for at least like $30 at the most. Sometimes they'll be cheap, but pretty much they won't be less than $30. So, I mean, if you want to look at it or if you're planning to buy one, I recommend, get a BGA. A BGA just make a whole lot of difference with the Dreamcast, especially on the Dreamcast games, especially on your like fighting games, racing games, especially your shmup or shoot 'em up games, which I love. It just gives a lot of difference. Now, the games that are some compatible will say VGA on the back, But some of them, they won't say VGA. They're just saying, regular standard stuff like that. But some of the games for the Dreamcast, they really, really are compatible with the VGA. Just because it doesn't say VGA on the back doesn't mean it's not doesn't support VGA. Like for example, you guys know this one. This is a great game. If you guys are seeing it someplace, if you guys thinking of buying it, buy it. This is a great game. This is a shmup game. It's Gigawin, and the as you can see on the back, it says arcade stick, standard controller, jump pack, DMU, and everything else. It doesn't say anything about the BGA, but I try it. I turn on my Dreamcast and I switch it back to VGA, run it through my LCD, and man, it just gave a lot of color on this game. So most of the Capcoms, or pretty much all of them, they do support the VGA. So like this one, you guys know about this. Tri-Seal, that's another one. So if you guys thinking of getting it, get it. This one, as you can see right here, it's all Japanese, so you pretty much will find it on eBay or Amazon. But if you guys look at it a little bit closer, I'm gonna try to get a little bit closer as much as I can. And see, let me see if I can do this the other way. Let's see. It says VGA right here, the last one. See that? Oh shit! Right here. But you probably shit. Let me see if I can get it closer. Maybe not. Anyway, that one does support VGA. Also, the Power Stone. Power Stone supports the VGA as well. I don't know if you guys can look. I'm trying to see if I can have it a nice. Yeah, right there. See that? Probably only lasts for a couple of seconds, but um, that this game does support the VGA, as you can see it. Also the Tri-Seal, and of course everybody's favorite on the Dreamcast, my favorite as well. It's the Soul Calibur, as you can see it right there, Soul Calibur, and this is of course a Japanese import. So there's the logo, and let me see if I can get the Dreamcast VGA. Yeah, right there. See that? That's a VGA. That's where pretty much you're gonna see most of your games with that logo. If it says that, they support VGA. If it doesn't, they won't support on the VGA, but doesn't mean it's not gonna be supported by VGA. You're just gonna have to, put it on and give it a try. For example, the King of Fighters, Sonic the Hedgehog does support the VGA. I tried it before, and yes, it says right there, VGA. I don't know if you guys can look at it really good at it. Let me see if I can have it much better. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, Sonic the Hedgehog. Right there, see that? That says VGA. Yeah. So Sonic does support the VGA, but again, this VGA, any VGA converter, just makes a whole lot of difference on your Dreamcast. So if you guys want to if you guys thinking of upgrading your Dreamcast and try it out, yeah. Now the so you guys can look at it, see how this thing is. That's how it is. That's your Dreamcast. for the Dreamcast. Now, like for example, the Capcom versus SNK, it does support the VGA. So let's see if I can find it. This is our Saturn. Pretty much, I got a lot of Saturn games. Yeah, Last Play. Now, Last Play doesn't say anything about the VGA support, but I run it through it, and it does support it, and it looks so freaking great. There's some videos that will say, Last Play 2 doesn't, work on the VGA, but like I said, there'll be at times that it will play, some of them it won't play. Dino Crisis is not compatible, so I just run it through my regular red, green, and blue cables. So yeah, this one right here, Street Fighter Alpha 3, it does support the VGA. So let me bring it up closely. Let's see, where are you? So it's right there. Let me see if I can get it. See that? It says VGA right there. Let me see if I can bring it a little bit closer. Oh, let me rotate the fucking camera. So let's see. Come on. See if I can get a little bit clear. But is this not working? Let's see. Anyway, right here it says VGA. So yeah, if you guys think a Street Fighter doesn't run through VGA, it does run through VGA. Right there, see that? Yeah, that's as close as I can get. It runs through VGA, and it looks a lot better through the VGA. Later on, I'm gonna make a video and let you guys see how I hook it up and how pretty much all the games that run through VGA, and so you guys can make that judgment if you guys thinking of trying to get a VGA, or if a VGA cable it's really worth getting it. So I got pretty much that. Yeah, Capcom versus Marvel versus Capcom does go through VGA, and this one right here, my friends, Alone in the Dark, is a fucking really cool game. If you guys thinking of Resident Evil 1, right here, man, this is like almost like Resident Evil 1, my favorite as well. So, I mean, you guys will have your own opinions, but if you guys want to try and, have like the experience of Resident Evil, it says right here, VGA. Right there, says VGA. Yeah, Alone in the Dark, I mean, hate it, love it, I love it. I'm still playing it through it, and I mean, it's just freaking great. So, that's my the reviews of the VGA. I mean, a lot of people, I haven't seen that much of VGA's reviews for the Dreamcast. Pretty much, a lot of people that I met or that I talked to, they pretty much say that Dreamcast is dead and it wasn't a really cool system. I mean, that's their opinion, but for me, that Dreamcast was like the best system at that time, and it still is, because there's still a lot of great titles available for the Dreamcast, and pretty much it's really sad that it didn't last for that long, but the titles just makes the Dreamcast to be alive. I mean, if you guys want to search through the net, I mean, there's still some companies that are making some games for the Dreamcast, like Fast Strikers and games like that are really cool, and pretty much they're also VGA supporters, so that's really cool. So if you guys want to give your Dreamcast a little bit upgrade your Dreamcast, go through the VGA, man. I mean, it's really cool. So this is my video, man, and gamers, I will work on my soldering my capacitors for the LCD, and then once I got everything set up, I'm gonna hook up the Dreamcast, make a video out of it, and the games that work on the VGA, and you guys can make the judgment for yourself. So take care of you guys, and sorry. So I'll see you guys later, and yeah, that's it. Yeah, nice VGA. Ready for